Deswegen war auch die Decke nicht kaputt.
Jeez, one after another. This is really bad for my heart.
We're not done yet! Hurry! Let's speed it up!
Shinigami, you might be fine because you're floating around, but this is really tough for me.
I can't believe it! He had the corpse hidden under the blanket?
Achso, ich muss ja weiter drücken.
So, that four-eyed detective was sleeping next to a dead body. I'm so jealous!
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Zilch was lying in bed with the corpse. He got up once the smoke screen was ready. He took the corpse out from under the blanket, pulled the knife out of the cushion, and stabbed it. That way, even after he switched with the corpse, he could just hide to avoid me.
Where did Detective Four Eyes hide after that?
It must have been someplace with easy access, which must mean... under the bed. He could have quickly hid there.
Which means, if you checked under the bed at the time, you would have caught that four-eyed idiot.
But back then, I was in such a hurry to warn the other master detectives. I'm sure he calculated all that too. He knew I'd panic.
Maybe he was planning to take advantage of you from the very beginning, and that's why he let you live.
Yeah, I think Zilch was the one who peeked into the restroom while I was sleeping there. I was supposed to be sleeping in the infirmary, so he must have planned to move me before committing the crimes. I passed out in the restroom, but that didn't hinder his plans, so he went with it.
Speaking of which, wasn't it Detective Four Eyes who told you to go to the first car?
Yeah, he must have planned to make me witness everything and set me up as the culprit.
Aha! I think I'm starting to see the whole picture now. Not bad, Master. Maybe you were a big shot detective before you lost your memories.
No. If I really was a great detective, I would have caught the culprit in the infirmary before any of this happened.
I guess so. By the way, where did he get the corpse he was hiding in the blanket?
That corpse? Well,
Oh, nicht der schon wieder.
Again!
I won't let you go any further.
Getting in our way again, huh? If you stand against my ruthless master, he'll chop you up and stir-fry you with veggies for dinner.
I will not!
Okay, mal schauen, was jetzt geht. Ich bin mal gespannt, wie durch es später noch wird, wenn das jetzt schon das erste Level ist.
Master, I'm lending you a hand from here on out. I'll assist you when you're in a pinch.
Huh? Assist?
It's the rule of the Mystery Labyrinth to assist whoever you're accompanying. Now let's go, Master. Looks like you might not need assist
Mit
after
Hilfe von
all,
Assistieren würde dein Partner im geheimen Labyrinth unter die Arme
This could be
greifen.
the clincher.
Assistieren, wenn das Part aktiviert ist, verfügt die Aussage eines mysteriösen Phantoms keinen Schaden zu. Verwende es also, um genauer zu sehen, was es sagt. Was?
I won't let you pass! Enough of your nonsense! You think he swapped with a corpse? It'd be impossible to switch like that!
Stich von der Brust endlich über Zils Körper. Das Gesicht ist so eigentlich der vielleicht.
Someone who could replace Zilch would need to be the same size as him! He didn't have a bag that could carry a corpse! have been caught at the station. It'd be impossible to get it on board. There was no corpse to replace anyway.
This is the truth.
Oh,
There's no need to bring an extra corpse for the swap. He just needed to reuse a dead body on the train. It's Aphex's body from the 5th car. He and Zilch are nearly the same height, and both have stab wounds in their chests. So the corpse that was switched was Aphex's.
Damn it! How could someone like you find the truth? Truth!
He looks completely obliterated.
Now we don't have to fight anymore.
Even if that's true, don't let your guard down. The Mystery Labyrinth isn't over yet. Stay alert until the very end.
All right.
jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Ja, aber war der nicht im letzten Zug auch? Hä?
Wow. Who would have thought that short-tempered idiot would be used for a body swap?
Thinking back, the reason the corpses in the 1st and 5th cars were burnt was to switch them out. But the corpse was so badly burned that I couldn't tell it was Aphex. That must be what the necklace was for, so I could identify him.
Well, reusing a corpse is rather environmentally friendly of the culprit, don't you think? He totally went green. I mean, we gotta recycle everything in our day and age, so you gotta get the most value out of corpses too, you know?
Hä?
Zilch?
Wait, I am not the culprit. I am a victim who was already killed. So, leave me alone!
Hey, he ran away! After him, Master!
Yeah.
You said the body in the 1st car's infirmary wasn't me, but Aphex? But you went to car 5 after car 1 and discovered his corpse there. How was the corpse transported from car 1 to car 5? That'd require moving past you.
That's right, if he slipped past us, when did that happen?
Als er in einem von den Zimmern war? Soll ich irgendwas machen? Ah ne, da vorne dann. Hä?
Where did he run off to?
Another mystery that needs to be solved.
Nicht durch den Zug. Stimmt, oben rum übers Dach.
If he'd gone outside the train instead of through it, he could have passed us.
No, that's impossible. 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 Impossible!
Zilch turned into a mystery phantom!
Get him, Master! Boom kill him until there's only a sorry slab of flesh left!
Okay. Metal Zug. Stromausfall einer Erschütterung, Kissenmittelloch.
If they didn't pass through the train, you think a corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The doors lock when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors are shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occur during the train's operation. Even if you could get out, a body could not get in.
Wenn eine Leiche von außer wenn zugebracht wurde, wissen wir noch nicht, wie sie es gemacht haben. Herausfinden, wie die Leiche transportiert wurde, lass uns erst einen Widerspruch finden. Mal Stück für Stück näher, durchsucht die Lösungsschlüssel nach einem Widerspruch. Es gab einen Stromausfall, ein Ruckeln, das Wagen, als der Zug aus dem Tunnel fuhr, gab es ein weiteres Ruckeln.
It didn't pass through the train. You think a corpse was brought in from outside? The windows are all locked shut. The doors lock when the train is moving. We know the train never stopped once. If the windows and doors are shut, there's no way to get out while the train is moving. No issues occur during the train's operation.
Ah, jetzt.
This is the truth! No, there was something strange. The blackout and shaking that happened when I was in Car 2 and Car 4. When the blackout occurred and the shaking started, I'm certain something else happened in the train. Maybe it has something to do with the mystery of the moving corpse.
Don't be stupid! So what if there was a little blackout and some gentle swaying?
Was haben wir jetzt? Deformiertes Schild, unblutige Decke, Backup-Kontrollsystem.
Forget the shaking and the... Blackout. They were nothing but coincidences. The blackout was just a bad contact.
Nee, wir hier ein Backup. Also muss was Schlimmes gewesen sein.
No, the blackout didn't occur because of a connection failure. It was due to the main control system failing and switching to the backup control system.
Das Kontrollsystem steuert automatisch die Elektrizität im Zug. Ausfall des Hauptkontrollsystems wechselt es nach einer Sekunde auf das Backup-System.
The blackout occurred during that 1 second when the system switched over.
Hey, he ran away! A fleeing phantom is a bad phantom!
Is there such a thing as a good phantom?
After him! You gotta keep solving the mystery and boom kill that mystery phantom!
Hey!
Na. Okay.
Master, you may know the cause of the blackout, but what does that have to do with how the corpse was moved?
The failed main control system was in Car 1, where the body swap occurred. If so, then the main control system's failure must have something to do with moving the corpse.
So maybe the culprit broke the main control system. He must have attempted to stop the train to bring in the corpse from the outside.
But the train never stopped. The operation log confirms the train was moving the entire time. So I don't think he broke the system to bring the corpse in.
Then why did the main control system fail?
It must have something to do with moving the body.
But you're unsure exactly how, huh? In that case... I knew it! A mystery is blocking you! Anything blocking you in here is also a mystery. So let's solve it to keep on going.
Dieser Angriff jedes Mal. Hauptkontrollsystem fiel aus als Wagen 1.
So this is the question we're facing right now.
The main control system must have failed because something happened in the first car. If that's true, what exactly happened? If it's related to the body being moved, then how?
Master's expression is so serious. He must be thinking hard. Well, as his mentor, I better think hard too. The main control system failing. The blackout? The train shaking? Oh yeah! Why did the train shake like that? There was a blackout right before entering the tunnel that was caused by the main control system failing. But the culprit didn't destroy it, so the blackout happened because... wasn't there some shaking right before the blackout too? After the whole train shook,
Oh.
That's right! The train shook right before the blackout. We still don't know what caused that to happen. Whatever it was strong enough to make the entire train shake.
Die
It
Explosion.
caused the main control system to fail and resulted in a blackout. If it had something to do with moving a body, then what must have happened was...
Ooh! Did I give you the assistance you needed? Close to solving the case now? Then it's time to combine our powers and solve this thing! Let's go, Master! Lay it all out!
Oh.
Puzzle it out!
Stromausfall in der Schütterung. Was ist ruckelte? PP, Co, NT, EDR. Ich komme halt echt nicht drauf, Alter. Weil ich habe jetzt Explosion oder hätte ich...
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Da Wagen 1 fehlte. Gekoppelt? Co? Gibt's G?
You only have 30 seconds left! Hurry up, Master! That's right!
End? Ah! End.
Go! Great!
Korb.
Nice!
Fuck, da ist die L.
Nice!
Ah, da ist es doch. Ja, entkoppelt. Dass sie immer so ein Bild machen muss dann, wo sie posiert. Ich bin halt die ganze Zeit von einer Bombe oder so ausgegangen, aber ich glaube, das hat man eher gehört.
Could it be that The first car was separated from the train?
Huh? Separated? What? Serious?
Yeah. The reason why the main control system failed was because the first car was cut off from the rest of the train we were riding in.
Let's keep going for now.
Deswegen ist Backup-System, weil das andere System zurückgelassen wurde.
Master, I don't really get it. What do you mean the first car was cut off?
The shaking happened just before the blackout, right? Huh? Did it just shake? What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on. At that time, the first car was disconnected from the rest of the Amaterasu Express. As a result, the main control system failed, and after a brief blackout, it switched to the backup.
But why cut off the first car? Why go through all that trouble?
Of course, to move the body in the train car. To do that.
Watch out!
Wow.
There it is again! It's bigger than ever!
How much longer will this keep happening? I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
Now's not the time to be suffocating!
Again?
Die Leiche wurde zusammen mit dem
We
gesamten...
need to resolve the mystery at hand.
Given that the first car was cut off so that the body could be moved.
Warte. Ist dann der letzte Wagen der erste gewesen?
Right. I think I see what happened.
Wir waren im Prinzip wieder im ersten Wagen, wie wir hinten
Seems
angekommen
like you
sind.
got it. Let's do this.
Deswegen dieses Knallen. Wir sind ja durch den Tunnel und davor gab's noch eine Abzweigung.
Lay it all out, Master.
Alter. Okay.
Let's work together as a team.
Gesamten
That's right.
war...
Keep that up. That's right. Great.
Wagen.
Great.
Mit dem gesamten Wagen transportiert. Der hat ihn abgekoppelt, ist mit dem selber weitergefahren und ist auf der anderen Seite wieder rausgekommen. Deswegen war auch das ganze Zeug umgestürzt.
That's right. He transported the corpse using the entire first car. That's why the first car was disconnected.
Transported the corpse? With the entire car? Nonsense.
Was ist denn jetzt, Alter? Birdman?
The first car is at the front of the train. Avex's corpse was in the fifth car, in the back. Even if you detach the front car, how do you move it all the way to the rear?
Master, don't be scared. Lots of villains transform after they've been cornered.
Calm down. Stay calm. How could you swap the position of the first and fifth cars? If I can answer that, I can solve this mystery once and for all. How did it happen?
That reminds me. Master, earlier when you were talking about the shaking and mentioned the blackout, the blackout only happened once, but the shaking happened twice.
Yeah, it definitely shook two separate times. Right before entering the tunnel, and right after leaving it. The first time was when the train car was disconnected. But what about the second? Something happened to the train then, too. The shaking at the end of the tunnel felt similar to when Car 1 disconnected.
There's no point thinking about it. You're stuck in this labyrinth for all eternity!
Master, here it comes! You gotta solve the mystery and defeat him!
Your deductions aren't worth a damn thing! Because they're all wrong from the very beginning!
Warum er jetzt ein Katzen-Birdman ist, keine Ahnung. Ja, das wird echt schwer, diese Folgen immer zu schneiden. Streckenplan.
So it shook twice near the tunnel.
Hä?
Yeah, that's right!
Then...
So it shook twice near the tunnel. What of it? You mean the train car was separated and reconnected? Why would that even matter? Even if you managed to separate car 1, how could it be moved to the rear? The train was always running on the same tracks. There's no way to shuffle the train cars around. This is the truth.
Jetzt hat.
No! At that time, not all the cars were moving on the same track. The track that the Amaterasu Express was on separated into double tracks right before entering the tunnel. So by taking advantage of the double tracks, it's possible to switch out the train cars. The first time the train shook was before entering the tunnel, which was caused by Car 1 separating. After that, the separated Car 1 entered the other track, while the rest of the train proceeded on the main track. The two tracks rejoin after the tunnel. That's where Car 1 connected to the end of the train. This is when the train shook for the second time.
You're right! The first car moved all the way to the back!
Normally, it's impossible for a single train car to function on its own. But the Amaterasu Express is special. The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
If each train car can operate autonomously, then Car 1 can function on its own! Doesn't that solve everything? It's time you gave up!
No! That's crazy!
Huh? What?
Using your method to rearrange the train cars would connect the first car to the end, which would leave it behind the fifth car. In other words, it becomes the sixth car, but that doesn't exist. So, you're telling me you found Aphex's corpse in the non-existent sixth car?
Oh, you're right.
Do you get it? You're the one who's wrong. Everything you've deduced is wrong!
No, I'm not wrong. The truth lies just ahead of us. I will prove it to you.
Ja.
Let's work together as a team!
Von Anfang an ein
Nice!
Vierwagenzug. Es gab nie einen fünften, deswegen geht die Tür auch nicht auf. Weiß Kaiser, die war kaputt. Dass die da mit so einem Herzstrahl durchschießt.
Maybe the Amaterasu Express doesn't have 5 cars. What if there were only 4 cars to begin with? If that's the case, then to me, Car 1 could be made to look like Car 5.
Huh? So there weren't 5 cars the whole time, but instead 4?
That's why Melanie said the 5th car's door was broken while we were in transit.
But you can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open.
So it wasn't broken. The 4th car was actually the farthest one back from the get-go?
I'm sure the real 5th car was left behind at the station when we departed. So the train took off with only 4 cars. There was another Car 1 at our destination. If it connected upon arrival, then the train would have 5 cars again. So the Car 1 where I was knocked out became the 5th car at the end of the line. And when I was questioned by the Peacekeepers, the Car 1 there was another car prepared at the station specifically for this plot.
If the real Car 1 was waiting at the station's platform, then all the Peacekeepers there would have noticed it. So they were all in on it.
Or you can assume that the Peacekeepers themselves were the ones who prepared the other Car 1. If there was another Car 1, then there would be something that sets it apart from the original Car 1. For example, the way the window glass was broken in the infirmary would be...
You mean when you used the fire extinguisher to smash the infirmary's window? So they knew you would do that? That's how they were able to imitate it in the new Car 1?
I think I was set up to reach for that fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was left in a conspicuous spot in the hallway. They wanted me to use it to break the window. And that's how they pulled off swapping the 1st and 5th cars while in transit. It was all a trap to set me up as the culprit. Zilch!
All right, we're almost there. Let's catch this culprit.
Huh.
That was a pretty solid deduction. Very impressive. Of me foreseeing your potential.
It's so strange. It doesn't feel like I'm learning this stuff, more like I'm remembering it. Maybe I was even a high-ranking detective in the WDO.
Now's no time for bragging. You still gotta catch him.
Right!
Alter, was geht denn da oben jetzt noch? Ich muss aber da nicht hochlaufen.
Everything feels different here.
Was zur Lösung
This is
geht.
just the calm before the storm. Be careful. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You know, making the 1st car look like the 5th was a really big trick to pull off. I'm surprised the train cars could disconnect and reconnect so smoothly.
The train's automatic operating system must have had it programmed before we departed.
Even the trick with the swapping train car?
Probably. It had to have been done automatically.
Well, it'd be easy for Amaterasu. They own the train.
That's what I'm worried about. Even if I obtain the truth here, won't they just ignore what I say and arrest me anyway?
I keep telling you not to worry about it. As long as you have the truth, the culprit can't escape.
Why are you so sure of that?
Achso. Das überspringen wir jetzt einfach. Sei Schluss.
What is this?
Looks like a fort to me. With this kind of protection, I bet the truth is in there for sure. You just have to destroy it.
So the truth is here.
You can't have the truth. It's impossible to destroy this fortress. Just give up and live.
Whenever a culprit takes a last stand like this, you know we're just a step away from unriddling this labyrinth. Master, time to show him how dangerous you really are. After all, he did try to set you up.
I'm not worried about that right now. We're so close to the truth. We gotta do this.
It's boom kill time!
Boom Kill Time.